What's up guys, Shane Starnes here with Droid Modder X, and while Samsung may not be the first to market with a dual lens camera setup, they may very well have the most versatile camera on their new Note 8. We're going to take a deeper look at it. Let's go ahead and get started. When it comes to the main shooter on the Galaxy Note 8, Samsung is including what they're calling a wide-angle lens. That's a 12-megapixel f1.7 aperture lens with optical image stabilization. The second lens is a 12-megapixel f2.4 aperture telephoto lens, which with an industry first does have optical image stabilization. So both lenses on that camera setup do have optical image stabilization. While Samsung does call that main shooter a wide-angle lens, don't expect anything like what we're seeing from LG's lineup with their ultra wide angle lens. This is the same main shooter that you would find on the back of a Galaxy S8. It's worth noting that that secondary zoom lens is capable of lossless 2x zoom, and also it's capable of 10 times digital zoom with little to no loss in photo quality. So a few things that this dual lens camera setup brings to the table: it allows you to take sharper, more clear photos of subjects that may happen to be further away from you. You're able to utilize these two lenses together to give you that bokeh effect, or the same kind of effect that you would expect from a much larger lens on a DSLR camera, with a blurry background and a focused foreground. And one differentiating feature that Samsung did talk about during their announcement is the ability to take two shots at once. So you can utilize both lenses of that camera setup with one single shot. So you just take one picture and you get both the wide angle shot and also that telephoto shot, so that you're not stuck with just one shot. The Samsung Note 8's portrait mode is referred to live focus mode. So one great thing about live focus is that you can actually set the focus length while you're taking the shot, and then also after you take the shot. So once the shot is totally taken, you're presented with a slider and you can actually set the depth of field after the shot is taken. As far as low light capabilities are concerned with the Note 8 camera, it should outperform most of what's out there on the market. Not only do you have that main shooter with an f1.7 aperture that allows for a lot of light to come into the sensor when you're taking a shot, but you also have that optical image stabilization. While the secondary lens is limited in its hardware capabilities with an f2.4 aperture, you should have better low light performance in zoomed in photos. With that optical image stabilization, you won't have the suffering effects from shakiness of your hand or the image blur that you normally get when you're not holding the camera steady. The only setback to the way that Samsung has done the dual camera setup is that telephoto lens is only going to activate when it's told to activate. So that means you got to go into live mode, or if you zoom in past 2x zoom, then that telephoto lens will go into effect. It's not going to provide extra information to an image that you take on the standard lens by itself. Devices like the Huawei P10 have a monochromatic sensor, which helps the main sensor to gather more information for a more detailed photo. We're not seeing that in this Note 8 camera. That being said, the Note 8 camera seems to be one of the most versatile cameras on the cell phone market right now. Is it worthy of an upgrade from, say, a Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus? Maybe not that alone. The Note 8 is one of the most expensive phones in recent history, and one of the main reasons why Samsung is selling it for such a high price is this dual lens camera setup. You'll have to make up your mind whether or not it's worth the full asking price. Hopefully this video will help you to make your determination. That about wraps it up for this quick video. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of me at droidmodderx.com. Follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.